these are called describing words. The adjective describes the quality of any place, person, thing or animal. Alright, these are called adjectives. So let's take a look in a book. Take a book in your hand, page number 33. Alright, few sentences are given here. I'm going to take 5 sentences from it, and in this sentence I will tell you the quality of noun, and these are adjectives because the heading is underline the adjectives in the given sentence. Take 5 sentences of previous, and first is poor Betty was crying for her mother's health. What is poor Betty doing? He is crying. And what is the quality of Betty? He is poor. So underline poor and crying both. The king gave a golden ring to the needy farmer. Golden ring, what is the quality of ring? That is golden. So golden is an adjective that because that represents the quality of noun ring. To the needy farmer. Farmer is also noun, and needy represent the quality of farmer. So underline golden and needy both. Next is Karan is a happy boy. What is the quality of Karan? Karan is a happy boy. Happy is a quality. So underline happy boy. Nobody likes a cranky man. So what is the quality of man? He is cranky. So underline cranky. And fifth is Kamal bought fresh vegetables. What is the quality of vegetable? Vegetable is a noun. What is the quality of vegetable? That these are fresh. So underline fresh. Rest of sentences which are given here, they are 20 sentences, and you have to find out the quality, the adjective, the describing word who describes any noun. You have to underline these words. In next, fill in the blanks with suitable adjectives given in the box. Few adjective words are given, few describing words are given in the box. You have to read all the sentences which are given here and find out the suitable adjective from the box and fill that in the blank. 6 number, C number, look at the following sentence carefully, underline the adjective. You have to underline the describing word and circle the nouns. That means where is noun, there is describing word to describe that noun. So circle the noun and underline that describing word. As like first sentence is given, Sunil is wearing a red shirt. Shirt, the color of shirt is red. What is the quality of shirt? Red color. So underline red and circle shirt. Now we will discuss about possessive adjective. The adjective who shows the ownership. These are called possessive adjectives. These are my books. These toffees are mine. And this is your pen. These words are always used to show position. So with these words you can fill the sentences. And his, her, this is his shirt, this is her from, this is also represent the position, the ownership. So use word her and also. These all are possessive adjectives to show ownership on some candidate, some thing, some animal, These are called possessive adjectives. Few words are given here, and rest of all you can look at your book. Try to fill it by yourself. Now the chapter is over. You have to do these all exercises by yourself. We will meet again in our next class with a new exercise, that is chapter 9, degree of comparison, which is also based on adjectives, the describing words. So first of all you have to learn the definition of adjective and do the all given exercises in your book. Till then, bye bye and take care.
Welcome to Students Group of Institutions online classes. Students, this is a math class and we are doing chapter 5 and the chapter name is subtraction. Okay students, so today we will start our next exercise 5F. Okay students, now read question number 1. Question number 1 is, last year a cycle factory produced 8,319 cycles. This year the production came down by 5,761 cycles. What is the production this year? What is the production this year? We have to find the production this year. Okay. So production in last year. Production in last year is equal to 8,319. 8,319. Production in last year is equal to 8,319. This year the production came down by 5,761 cycles. Down production in this year is equal to 5,761. Down production in this year is equal to 5,761. So we have to find the actual production in this year. Okay, the actual production in this year is equal to 8,319 minus 5,761. We subtract 8,319 minus 5,761. So the answer is 2,558. So the answer is 2,558. The actual production in this year is 2,558 cycles. Understood? Students, next question number 2 is, in year 2010, a poultry farm produced 6,134 eggs. In 2011, it produced 1,785 eggs less than in 2010. How many eggs were produced in 2011? Okay, read the question. In year 2010, a poultry farm produced 6,134 eggs. In 2011, it produced 1,785 eggs, less than that in 2010. How many eggs were produced in 2011? Students, production in 2010 is equal to 6,134. Production in 2010 is 6,134. 34. In 2011, it produced 1,785x less than in 2010. Less production in 2011 is equal to 1,784. 1,784. How many eggs were produced in 2011? So the actual production in 2011, actual production in 2011 is 6,134 minus 1,734. 6,134 minus 1,734. Okay, and subtract this with this and find the answer. Okay, students. Question number 3. The population of a town is 9,123. If the number of males is 3,572, find the number of females in this town. Okay. Now repeat the question. The population of a town is 9,123. If the numbers of males is 3,572, find the numbers of females in the town. Okay. Question number 3. Total population is equal to total population is equal to 9,123. Total population is equal to 9,123. Okay. Out of these 4,000, sorry, the number of males is 3,572. Number of males is equal to 3,572. Find the number of females. Number of females is equal to total population minus number of males. Total population minus number of males. 9,123 minus 3,572. Subtract both the numbers and find the answer. Okay, students. Find the number of females in this term. Means number of females is equal to total population minus number of males. Okay. Question number 4. In an examination, 8,380 candidates appeared. Out of these, 4,090 candidates failed. How many candidates passed? Students. In an examination, 8,380 candidates appeared. Out of these, 4,090 candidates failed. How many candidates passed? Okay, students. Appeared students. Appeared candidates is equal to 8,380. 8,380. Out of these, 4,090 candidates failed. Failed candidates is equal to 4,090. How many candidates passed? Means passed candidates is equal to appeared candidates minus failed candidates. 8,380 minus 4,090. 8,380 minus 4,090. 0, 9, 2, 4. And answer is 4,290. The number of past candidates is equal to 4,290. Okay. Question number 5. A factory produced 8,540 bulbs in year 2014. Out of them, 3,479 bulbs were found defective. How many bulbs were found good? So question number 5 is same as question number 4. So students, all the questions are same. So rest the questions do yourself, and your exercise is finished, and also chapter are finished. So in our next term we will start our next chapter, multiplication. Okay students, so it's enough for today, and now write down your homework. Your homework is complete exercise 5F. Complete exercise 5F. Okay students, thank you.
Hello class, this is your GK period. Everyone take out your GK book and open page number 30. Before starting our today's topic, firstly just recall the previous work which I have given you in homework. I hope you all have completed. So, open page number 33, chapter 22, and the topic was insect world. Insects all around us like them, or some like hate them. So, in this you have to just write the correct number. First description was, it has a lot of legs and is usually found in moist areas like inside the soil, under stones and dead wood. It's centipede. So D was the correct option of this description. But second was, this insect is very teeny and has a flattened reddish body. It is usually found in the small spaces of beds and feeds on human blood. So it's bed bug. Third, it is mostly brown or black in color and makes a loud chirping sound by scraping two of its legs that are especially designed to do so. Correct answer is cricket. E number. Cricket is a insect. Fourth, it is found almost everywhere at home and outside. It feeds on human and pet food and often transfers dangerous bacteria. It's cockroach. Fifth, it is very dangerous insect that feeds on human or animal blood and is capable of spreading deadly viruses. It's mosquito. Sixth, this tiny insect can cause severe damage to buildings and crops. It is usually blind and lives in large colonies. It is termite. 7. It is silver, light gray in color and is found mostly in books, binding glue, cotton, etc. It likes to feed on adhesive and starches. It's silverfish. Alright. Now move to page number 34. Topic is test paper sheet 2. You have to do this test paper sheet in your homework. Now move to page number 35, chapter 23. Answer the questions. First question is, why do some cooking utensils come with a wooden plastic handle? Means जिन बर्तनों से हम खाना बनाते हैं, जिन बर्तनों में खाना बनाते हैं वो प्लास्टिक के Question number third. Why do the tires come in black color? Tires black color में क्यों होते हैं? Answer is the ultraviolet UV rays of the sun are capable of cracking up the tires and can wear them out soon. In order to protect them from the UV rays, the tire manufacturers add black color for the tires. The presence of carbon black converts the UV radiation into heat, thus adding light to the tires. Question number 4. Why is the Dead Sea called so? Answer. Dead Sea is located between Jordan and Israel. Compared to other seas, Dead Sea has 6 times more salt level. Due to the high saline levels, no living creature can survive in it. Dead Sea, hence the name Dead Sea. Alright, now move to page number 37 and chapter 24, unit 5, sports. So now chapter 24 is Olympic Games and page number 37. In this unit we read about sports. I hope you all like sports like badminton, table tennis, hockey, cricket and many more games. So our today's topic is Olympic Games. Olympics. Modern Olympic Games are considered the world's foremost international sport competition, as more than 200 countries from around the globe come together to participate in various competitions. मॉडर्न ओलंपिक गेम्स, जो आज के समय का ओलंपिक गेम है, वो आपका एक कंपटीशन लेवल पर होता है, वो भी इंटरनेशनल लेवल स्पोर्ट्स बन गया है। ओलंपिक गेम को इंटरनेशनल स्पोर्ट्स का पोजीशन दिया गया है वर्ल्ड में, और इसमें ग्लोब मतलब पूरे वर्ल्ड से, पूरे संसार से लोग स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं इन डिफरेंट कॉम्पिटिशंस ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स, यानी कि स्पोर्ट्स के जो भी खेल कूद के जो भी आपके डिफरेंट कॉम्पिटिशंस होते हैं उसमें सभी पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं। These games are held after every 4 years. ओलंपिक गेम्स हमेशा 4 years के गैप में होता है। Alright? So these games are held after every 4 years. History. What is the history of Olympic? The ancient Olympic Games originated around 3000 years ago in the honor of god Zeus in Olympia, Greece. इसकी हिस्ट्री में आपको बताया गया है 3000 वर्षों पूर्व, यानी कि 3000 पहले ईयर्स पहले ओलंपिक गेम्स किसके सम्मान में आयोजित किए गए, मतलब किसके, कोई एक उनका गॉड होगा ना, किसी को उन्होंने डेडिकेट किया था, तो उनका क्या नाम था, गॉड जियस। कहाँ पे थे, ओलंपिया में, जो ग्रीस में है। The first modern Olympics were held in Athens, Greece in 1896. First modern Olympic Games कहाँ पर हुआ था, एथेंस में, in Greece in 1896. In 1896, first modern Olympic were held in Athens. At the opening ceremony, King George I and thousands of spectators cheered for 280 participants from 13 nations who were all males and who competed in various events including track and field, swimming, gymnastics, wrestling, And another one, yellow and red. Olympic sign having 5 colors ring in their flag, and the flag is in white color. The color of Olympic waved circles: blue, black, red, yellow and green. Learn this sequence properly. These rings represent the 5 continents of the world united by Olympics, while the 6 colors denote the existing colors on all the nation flags of the world presently. The Olympic torch also holds a great significance since the ancient Olympic Games. Olympic motto, Olympic गेम का मोटिव क्या है? The Olympic motto says, "Ceteris Ideas Fortius." These 3 Latin words means faster, higher, stronger. Motto क्या है इनका? What is the motto of the Olympic Games? In Latin language, Ceteris, Altius and Fortius. And what is the meaning of this letter? Ceteris means faster, Altius higher, and the Fortius means stronger. Alright, so you have to learn this circles, colors and motto also. Olympic mascot. The Olympic mascot is usually an animal or some fictional character representing the culture heritage of the host country. So now move to exercise. In this exercise some question answer are given, so we have to solve it. Now take out your pencil and eraser, sharp your pencil if not sharp, and do your work with neat and clean handwriting. First question is, where is the Olympic flag lit before the start of the games? Means ओलंपिक गेम जब स्टार्ट होता है तो उसकी जो एक लाइट लैंपिंग होती है फर्स्ट, वो कहाँ पर हुई? टेम्पल ऑफ हेरा इन ओलंपिया, ग्रीस. सो राइट हियर आंसर. Temple of Hera in Olympia, OLYMPIA. Olympia in bracket Greece, GREECE. Alright. Now second question is, who is the first Indian to win an individual gold in the Olympics? So पहला इंडियन कौन था जिसने ओलंपिक्स में अकेले गोल्ड जीता? He was Abhinav Bindra for shooting. So write here the answer. Abhinav Bindra. Abhinav Bindra for shooting. Means Abhinav Bindra को शूटिंग में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए और ये विनर हुए थे शूटिंग में, तो इनको गोल्ड मिला था. क्वेश्चन नंबर थर्ड is, where are the headquarters of the TZERLAND. Answer number 4. In which country were the 2016 Summer Olympics held? A. Brazil. Next question is, which country is hosting the 2020 Summer Olympics? Answer, Japan. Alright, again I am repeating all the questions. Answer. First is, where is the Olympic flame lit before the start of the games? Answer is, Temple of Hera in Olympia, Greece. Second question is, who is the first Indian to win an individual gold in the Olympics? Answer is Abhinav Bindra for shooting. Question number 3 is, where are the headquarters of the International Olympic Committee located? Answer is Switzerland. Question number 4 is, in which country were the 2016 Summer Olympics held? Brazil. Question number 5, which country is hosting the 2020 Summer Olympics? Answer is Japan. So, I hope you have completed this chapter. Now, note down your homework. Your homework is, do page number 34. Homework. Do page number 34. Read chapter 35. Read and learn chapter 35-36. Okay students, see you in our next class. So till then, complete your work and learn your chapters. Thank you students for attending this class. Hello class, welcome back to your moral science period. Everyone, we got your moral value book. In our previous class, I teach you a lesson, and the lesson name is Tenderness towards Animals. In this chapter, we read a story about two friends and a wounded swan. Alright, and in your homework, I give you a lesson to read. I hope you all have read it away. And in the story, a kind prince who saved a wounded swan. Who saved the swan? Nakul or Vinayak? Who saved the swan? Nakul. Who hit the swan? Vinayak. Alright? So, open your moral value notebook, put the today's date and class work, then write chapter 5, chapter name, and then write a heading, hard word, center of the page, then divide your part into two portions and write hard words twist style. Means 2 times आपको hard words write करनी है, same hard words. First hard word is justice. The spelling of justice, 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 generous, sympathy, quarrel, expected. Like this, you have to complete all the hard words. Now, turn your page and come to word meaning. Like this, divide your page. One side write word and second side write meaning. And the first word is generous. What is the spelling of generous? Generous. Generous. It means kind. Generous means kind. Second is delighted. It means pleased. Delighted means pleased. खुश होना. Sympathy. किसी के लिए sympathy रखना means pity. दया. Second is the bird was dash but still alive. Third is I shot down with my dash. First FIB is Nakul was dash to see a beautiful bird. Nakul सुंदर बर्ड को देखकर उसने नकुल ने क्या देखा था? सुंदर सी बर्ड देखी थी, चिड़िया देखी थी। फिर उसको देखकर क्या हुआ था नकुल? Nakul was pleased or delighted. So right here delighted. DELIGHTED. What is here? Delighted. The sentence is Nakul was delighted to see a beautiful bird. Now second, the bird was dash but still alive. The bird was what? What word will be suitable for this sentence? Injured. Bird क्या हो गई थी? घायल हो गई थी, पर फिर भी वो जिंदा थी. So still alive. Alright. So right here the spelling of injured. 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 And the sentence will the bird was injured but still alive. Third, I shot it down with my dash. What word will be suitable for this sentence? मैंने उसको मारा और नीचे गिरा दिया. किसकी सहायता से मारा? उसने क्या यूज किया था विनायक ने? Arrow. So right here arrow. And the sentence will I shot it down with my arrow. Again I am repeating all FIB. First is Nakul was delighted to see a beautiful bird. Second, the bird was injured but still alive. And third, I shot it down with my arrow. Alright. Now come to question answer. In this question, give answer in one word. Means आपको इसमें आंसर देने हैं one word में. पूरा आंसर नहीं राइट करेंगे. Alright. So first question is who hit the sun? What I teach you in the story? Who teach? Nakul or Vinayak? Vinayak hit the sun. So you have to write here just only one word, the name of Vinayak. What is the spelling of Vinayak? VINAYAK. Vinayak. Now question number 2. Who was gentle to all living beings? Who was gentle? जो living beings यानी कि like humans और animals, इनके लिए एक kind और दया भाव रखने वाला कौन था? विनायक या नकुल? Prince Nakul. So right here Prince Nakul. PRINCE Prince. NAKUL. Nakul. Who was gentle to all living beings? Answer is Prince Nakul. Third question. Who had brought his bow and arrow? अपने तीर कमान कौन लेकर आया था? जंगल गए थे ना ये लोग. क्या कौन कौन गया था जंगल? Prince Nakul and Prince Vinayak. And who brought? Prince Vinayak. So right here Vinayak. What is the spelling of Vinayak? VINAYAK. Vinayak. Here again I am repeating the questions. First is who hit the sun? Vinayak. Second question is who was gentle to all living beings? Answer is Prince Nakul. Third question is who had brought his bow and arrow? Answer is Vinayak. Alright. Now move to sentences. Here I teach you that how to make sentences with given words. Make sentences. Here some words are given. So you have to make a sentence and in that sentence the given word should be there. Alright? मतलब जो वर्ड यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है आपको सिर्फ सेंटेंस बनाना है और जो वाक्य आप बनाओगे सेंटेंस बनाओगे उसमें ये वर्ड आपका आना चाहिए. First is for example swan. Here I make a sentence and in that sentence the word swan is included. The color of swan question number 4. What did the sage sat on hearing the incident from the two brothers? Here, let's see. Alright. So, answer the following question. First question is, who shot down the bird? किसने bird को shot किया था, hit किया था और गिराया था? Answer is Vinayak shot down the bird. Second question is, what did Nakul do with the wounded swan? नकुल ने घायल स्वान के साथ क्या किया था? He gently pulled Swan in his arms and pulled out the arrow from the bird's body. यानी कि नकुल ने घायल स्वान को अपने आर्म्स में लिया और उसका एरो जो लगा हुआ था उसको निकाल दिया. थर्ड क्वेश्चन, why did they go to the sage? वो सेज के पास क्यों गए? सेज साधु. Answer is they went to the sage to tell him about their quarrel. Fourth question, what did the sage say on hearing the incident from the two brothers? Correct answer is after hearing the incident from the two brothers, sage said that a life certainly must belong to the one who tries to save it. Here again I am repeating all the answer. First question is, who shot down the bird? Vinayak shot down the bird. Second, what did Nakul do with the wounded swan? Nakul gently pulled swan into his arm and pulled out the arrow. Third is, why did they go to the sage? The two brothers go to the sage to about their quarrel. Fourth, what did the sage say on hearing the incident from the two brothers? Answer is after hearing the incident from the two brothers, sage said that a life certainly must belong to the one who saved the life. Now, come to moral of the chapter. What is the moral of the chapter? Moral of the chapter is we should honor all living things that have been gifted to us by our God. We should care about animals and live them and don't tease them. Alright? So students, in your coursework you have to complete your classwork and complete your notebook chapter 5 with good and clean handwriting. And don't skip any question that is given in your booklet. Alright? And learn all the chapter, the question answer, exercise, hard work and word meaning. And students, see you in our next turn. Till then, complete your work and thank you for attending this class. Class, this is your art period. Everyone take out your art book and open page number 12. And today our topic is Messy Adam. So take out your sketch colors also. And now in this topic we learn about pattern technique. Observe the picture Adam's room and draw different patterns using sketch pens as shown. Here you can see in this portion some different patterns are given and using patterns the picture is completed. So we have to complete this portion. Take out your pink color Here you can see the different patterns of lining. Lining pattern is used for this portion. So let's start giving patterns like this. And then like this. And after completing this, here and then like this. Done. And after this, draw a line like this, and here draw a line like this. Alright, and after this, take a red shade and draw a line and now start oval shape pattern. So like this you have to complete this portion, and after completing this portion, take green shade and draw a bubbles pattern for this part. Completing this, take a blue shade and draw here zigzag line. Draw a zigzag line over here. And after this, take orange shade and draw a lines here like this. So I hope you all have understood that how to color this picture. Using sketch crayons, complete your classwork, and in your homework, here you can see patterns are given. So stacked cups, here you can see the patterns. So follow the picture as is shown and complete the given blank portion. So thank you students for attending this class. I hope you all have enjoyed. Thank you.